All right, let's get you with the top items that you need to know about the ongoing showdown. The Senate failed to pass the House-approved funding bill and also rejected the Democrats' alternative proposal, escalating the risk of a government shutdown at midnight on September 30th. Democrats say they will not support a continuing resolution unless critical health care supports are restored, including Affordable Care Act subsidies and Medicaid funding. Republicans argue these demands are outside the scope of a, quote, clean, temporary funding measure. If no deal is reached, hundreds of thousands of federal employees could face furloughs, pay delays, and disruptions to government services, ranging from national parks to food aid programs. As we do every Monday, let's welcome back in financial advisor Andrew Poulos. So basically, this week is out for getting a deal nailed down because of Rosh Hashanah. That only leaves just a couple of days to get a deal done. How do you see this sitting here at the moment?
It's going to be tough getting at this point with 1 week left and obviously federal employees out. I just see it as a tough measure. Big point of contention, of course, is the ACA healthcare subsidies, and Democrats are blaming the Republicans. Republicans are blaming Democrats. I think we're truly headed towards a government shutdown. How long this government shutdown might be, if it happens, is unknown. Of course, President Trump mentioned that it could be prolonged. So clearly, both sides are just at a distance of where we need to be in order to avoid a government shutdown. And if it becomes a prolonged one, it's going to be problematic going into tax season coming up, and how the IRS will be affected.
All right, Andrew, so let's be honest here. The impacts of a government shutdown are not created equal. So for people living paycheck to paycheck, what are the most immediate risks that they should be aware of?
I mean, look, if you're living paycheck to paycheck, if you're getting some sort of, WIC or SNAP benefits, those could be impacted. Seniors living on retirement benefits, Social Security will continue to receive them, but there could be delays. There could be delays for benefits, right? So we could see all kinds of widespread impacts. Who's going to be impacted, how much, will really just is yet to be determined. I'm hopeful that it's not a prolonged shutdown, and this is just some more what we are accustomed to seeing with political theatrics. That's what I'm hoping for. But of course, there's a stalemate right here, and there's no telling what each side wants in order to be able to work for the American people.
No shortage of theatrics these days, and that is for sure. But let's talk a little bit deeper on how a government shutdown can really ripple throughout the broader economy. We're talking consumer confidence, small business revenue, or even the stock market. We could all feel it regardless of how much you're making.
Well, absolutely. Look, I mean, you're talking about only essential employees, federal essential employees will work, which means TSA, military, federal law enforcement, but they're all going to be working without pay. They will get back pay once the shutdown ends, but there's no telling, right? If you're a federal employee and you're going on, for example, 2-3 months, if we have some prolonged shutdown without pay, it's going to affect your family and your livelihood. So we're going to see the economy be impacted to some extent. Obviously, there's no telling what it will be, but then you'll have, like we said, families who live and rely on some sort of government assistance are going to be impacted. Seniors, certainly the market may not take this well. That's another concern. And there's just no telling really where we're at. We have just a presidency with President Trump right now, where some things are difficult to get done between Democrats and Republicans. It looks like the stalemate will have an impact, but no one wants to go to work knowing that they're not getting paid on Fridays.
Yes, from your perspective, what would you say right now is the smartest financial move for families really quickly here who might be impacted?
Look, if you've got a little bit of savings, try to have that rainy day fund available. If you're a federal employee, be prepared for what's coming. Of course, I think the writing's on the wall at this point, and just try to manage your finances well until we get through this, what appears to be government shutdown, and we'll get over to the other side.
All right, Andrew Poulos, thank you for being here with us every